Good morning. What another beautiful creation of a day it is. So much that I want to say, but I don't have good words and I might offend some people. So please don't choose to take offense. Okay? If you hear something offending, I want you to tune your ears. Don't try to change what I'm saying. Tune your ears to hear it in a positive light because it's coming from a positive heart and a positive attitude. Yeah. In any of my videos, if you hear something that's offensive, you, of course, have the right to question it. And I'm posting it in public. Question all you want. Question everything. This is important. Don't stay silent. Staying silent is no movement in your growth or my growth. But like I have to, tune my ears to hear the good things, tune my eyes to see the good things, tune my hands and this body to do the good things, tune my mouth. This is slow. And I have been, I don't know the right word. I want to choose a good word for this. Complacent. I don't know. That's not quite it. I've been soft. Yeah. And people who have been turned off by religions because of the bad teachings and the bad practices of people who, I don't know how to say this either. Maybe a person who doesn't have faith looking in on someone who does have faith as they are righteous and they think they are righteous or they think they are correct. So the words that they're saying are a condemnation upon others. I have no right of judgment. And there's a lot of judgment well past discernment. There's a difference. They're well past discernment in the churches. And I say churches, yeah, in the religions is what I should say, because the church is the one that follows Christ. The rest are man-made empires. I will repeat that phrase, man-made empire, man-made empire. It is not the kingdom, it is man-made. They're pursuing what they feel, grow the church, get more donations, paint more houses. This is not what we're called to do. It's good to do good things for people of the community. This is beautiful. But if you're doing it with a dirty heart, if you haven't accepted Christ, if you're nasty on the inside, if you're spiteful and talking about people while you're doing this work, you have to see the hypocrisy inside of it, right? And I'm talking about people of faith, yeah? People that go to church on Sunday, yeah, to tick that box. I was there, I saw you there, I didn't see you there, where were you? Yeah? The requisite is missed. The requisite isn't going on Sunday. The requisite, the first church is in your heart with Christ. That's the first church. If you're not a member there, you can't be a member anywhere else. You're not ready for the second level of church, which is including your loved ones, your family, your wife or husband and children, your mother and father. You're not even ready to confront them with this faith that you haven't built, let alone going to a community church, yeah, with all the other families and their confrontations going on. Oh. So I understand the confusion. you have with religions. But I have to say that there might not be any religious structure, yeah, what we would define as a church in our Webster's dictionary or whatever. There might not be a single one. In fact, I highly doubt that there is a single one where all those hearts are pure, where all those hearts are switched on every single moment of every single day. It's impossible. We're broken people. But broken as it may be, it doesn't matter who it's coming from, right? These words, I'm broken and I'm telling you something about faith. It's not me working through faith to your ears that will open your heart to Jesus. Yeah, it's Jesus. It's all him. Yeah? What I or someone else of faith, or even broken faith, or like I say, we're all broken. They might say something incorrect or judgmental, like I was discussing earlier. Something that hits your ears wrong. But you got to listen with your heart, because that's where God is. That's where the Spirit is. You can still hear it through a broken person. This is why I'm talking. I will never be perfect. I will never do anything perfectly. Nothing is of me. Yeah, this is my faith. Broken, destroyed, and utterly worthless without God in my heart. And I recognize it, and I feel it, and I love it, and I want to share it because I want other people to love it. I want other people to feel God. So there is no right religion. Not hearing the word, you can't grow. How can you learn without hearing? Yeah. Someone has to say it, right? If it's not spoken, then how can someone hear? And I have been complacent, like I said in the beginning, too soft on people that say they don't have faith, and they outright reject it and say it's lunacy and throw all kinds of accusations and insults. They don't really bother me. It just hurts that they don't know God. Yeah. I'm not for this world. I have no goals in this world. I am really seeking the kingdom. And kingdom people. Somebody hop. I think that's the Puyai Ban, just a normal guy. I think that's the mayor of this district. It's a normal guy on a scooter, sleeveless. Very humble. So I have been too soft and too quiet, and not in a way of denying God or Christ or the Spirit in my life. But too soft and just letting them go on believing like they believe, and not, it's hard to say. I don't want to say pushing, because that's what many people of faith do. We know that it's a beautiful relationship, and we want to cultivate that beautiful relationship in other people so that this world becomes more full of beautiful, not broken relationships. This is where I wind up going on and on for 30, 40 minutes chatting. Oh, there's so much to say, but the words are irrelevant without actions. So I have to stand up and speak of my faith, because faith is being trodden over in every direction. People despise government. You didn't choose them. You can choose God. Even if you voted for them, you think this is what determines the leader that's put in position. Oh boy, in deeper lessons of faith, it is not. Even the bad leaders are appointed by the higher power of creativity, our God. This is why illnesses and injuries and pain are allowed to happen in this world. It's meant to turn us to God. It's not meant to turn us to a different government. Oh, we'll elect somebody different and it'll be better. It will not. It is another broken person that you're putting in office. If you want better leadership, you can't look to this world. Oh, there's so much to say. I can get into leaps and bounds of faith that go very deep and beyond people understanding, I'm trying to break things down. I don't know everything. I'm just speaking from my heart and what I've experienced and what I feel and what's coming through me. May I be a good messenger. They're not my words. All things in my life are given. Every heartbeat and every breath. I know nothing. I have no skills that weren't given to me. Not a stitch of fiber that I wear was earned by me. It was all given. And I just want you to ask. Some people say they don't believe in God, but they curse his name or use his name in an exclamation that's quite nasty. You're calling that God you say you don't believe into your life. He hears you, even if you misuse his name, especially if you misuse his name. He hears you. So, just ask. Ask him to come into your heart and change your life. In private. You don't have to do it in public. You don't have to make a big deal about it. In private is where God lives. Get on your knees. Put your hands together. And earnestly ask Jesus to come and take the pains from your life. From this terrible world that just keeps us focused on image and things. Don't flee the hard tasks of faith. Choose the only champion. The only champion you can choose is Jesus. God, I pray that you have him in your heart. In private, on your knees, close the door, be alone, and beg him to come into your heart and take this life away and give you a new life. One where you don't have to focus on these things. I know it. I know it to be true because I feel it every day. Release ownership of all the pain and problems and broken relationships. Recapture all the love that was invested. He will answer. He will come to you. But you gotta ask. This is the choice we're given. You are given the ability to choose evil. This way he knows his followers. If you don't know his voice, you are not one of his flock. I hope and pray that you go to him. If your friends that are listening to this that don't have faith and are dead set against religious beliefs, tune your ears just to hear that at least I'm speaking with empathy and love and compassion. I'm not telling you to send money to something or believe in or read this book or read that book. And no, there is one book to read, and there is one relationship to seek. So go to church. Right? What's the first church we talked about that you need to go to? The one inside your heart. Open up the doors to that church and let the pastor come in. Yeah. And watch your heart just explode. I love you. That's why I'm doing this. I love you. You hear a lot of people saying that? I love you. I might not even know you. I love you. You could be a child of God. You could be a co-heir to the kingdom. You could be my brother and sister. I love you. I hope this touched somebody's heart. Thank you so much for listening to all of this. So long. God's blessings in and through your life.